Massively multiplayer thumb wrestling. This is apparently a TED Talk discussion. What? The fuck? Okay, hold on. I'm playing this slightly. I don't care, Ted. Just. No, they're actually getting like everyone in the crowd to play the thumb wrestle at the same time.
Oh.
This how is this a TED Talk?
I don't know. They do some strange things.
You know, I feel like before I felt like they were pretty solid, had some cool things, and then they just kind of went like, what's different? Even if that different is massively multiplayer thumb wrestling.
Hello and welcome to episode 47 of the Ctrl Salt Delete podcast. This is Tony Brattoli. With us, unfortunately, is not Peter Park.
Aww.
But we do have Matthew Griego, as always.
I mean, it's consistent enough I don't have to keep asking. Keep saying I'm still here. So.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much ingrained.
It's an old dead meme.
Yeah.
It's a joke that's dead. It's dead on arrival.
Although Peter hopefully is out there making the big bucks. We'll come back with...
yeah. He couldn't make it because he's trying to get some work for himself.
Mm-hmm.
Get a job. You know, besides this, of course.
Which again, we're still looking for sponsors, by the way. Whoever wants to check.
I mean, I think last week we made the joke that, you know, we weren't sponsored, but Dollar Shave Club.
Yes.
You know.
A new shipment's coming in for me next week.
Yeah, I think it was. I think we were with Jake, and he was saying like all the typical sponsors: Dollar Shave Club, MeUndies,
yep,
Squarespace. Yeah, yeah. So you know, if any of those want to sponsor the show, I mean,
which by the way, this podcast is not being brought to you by any of these.
It's being brought to you by the kindness in our hearts.
Yes, these episodes are completely free.
Our blood, sweat, and tears.
Exactly.
Mostly tears, because I mean, you know. We haven't been paid for this yet.
Yes. I don't know what the blood is from, but we're working on that.
Well, I mean, I got a paper cut once.
Oh, okay.
That's, you know, that counts, right?
It does.
The sweat is just because it was really hot today.
It was. Yeah, we could definitely talk about that.
Yeah,
Holy
we were broadcasting,
shit.
of course, from California, and I don't know if any of you saw Southern California's heat wave chart, but for all of you in Austin over, you know, a couple states over... I feel your pain now. Like just today, man, it was really brutal today.
Yeah, what did you say? It was cooler in Phoenix?
Yeah, it was cooler in
Phoenix,
California. Austin, Texas, like all these places. We got your heat today here in Southern California.
Apparently
and that
tomorrow's going to be worse.
Yeah, it's no fun. Like when the sun goes down, it at least cools off. I know when it's more humid, that doesn't happen in some other places.
Right.
But like... I think it was 120 pretty much in this area.
That's what my car actually said when I sat in it to get lunch today.
120 degrees, which means it's legitimately a bad idea to be outside.
Yes. And it was. You know, I regretted it immediately.
Yeah, heat stroke's a big thing. Had any pets, you had to bring them inside today. And there may have been power outages, which would have sucked. Fortunately, I did not experience power outage.
Yeah, again, like I told you when I was coming here, there was an intersection that seemed to be out, but that could have been anything, really. Intersections go out all the time.
Yeah. Fortunately, there's more and more places with solar panels, so the stress on the grid is lessened a bit lately.
We should probably get in on that.
I mean...
People come to our door all the time.
It sort of depends how much you spend on electricity a month. I would say that if you spend like 150 to 200 a month on electricity... Eventually, solar panels will be worth it for you. They're expensive up front, is the problem.
I don't think I should even say.
Yeah, don't. It's fine. We don't need to reveal our financial information.
Well, anyway, since we're talking about the heat and all that stuff.
It was hot.
How was your week?
It was hot.
It was hot? Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I mean, it was hot. But so I said last week that I'm buying a place, moving in with my girlfriend. And that's still happening, fortunately.
That's good. Would suck to like get started at this point.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of ways that like you could all of a sudden not be buying a place, like not getting your loan approved.
That's true.
Or not getting your house inspection done on time, or other random legal nonsense. Or the seller is just like,
yeah, you know
what? we can't actually sell the place. So fortunately, all things are going well. I did the home inspection this week.
That's good.
And the house is in pristine condition.
Okay, so
there's only like, well, because the thing about it is, it's a house that the previous owners had only lived in for about 2 years, and they were planning to live there for a long time. The only reason they are moving is because apparently the wife had a contract job, and she was given a choice: either your pay is cut in half, or you find new work.
Oh, God.
For the contract job. She had a contract and they did that to her. So, of course, she chose, F you guys, I'm getting new work. And apparently her old job, which she lives in like Sacramento, I believe is what the story was like, yeah, we'll hire you back at the same rate they were paying you down there. And so they needed to sell the place quick and she can move back to Sacramento. And
nice.
The guy works remote apparently, so... Hey, I mean,
hell,
it sucks because, they did a lot of work on the house. Like I saw before pictures and boy, that place needed help. And it got help. They did a lot of work. New roof, new plumbing, new electrical. Like all the things you worry about when you're buying a place.
Right.
Foundation work, all that kind of stuff. It's all good. So, it sucks for them. It's great for me and my girlfriend, of course.
Right. It is also kind of good for them that they found a
buyer quickly.
So fast, yeah.
Yeah.
Because this market is kind of shitty for buyers.
Yeah, the market is...
Actually, for both.
Well, no, it's not shitty for buyers. It's only shitty in the sense that the prices keep going up.
Right.
So, I mean, in that sense, it sucks.
And then in turn, it's shitty on the sellers because they can't sell it lower.
I don't know.
Because then they'd be at a loss.
No, they can. Well, for these sellers in particular, they put a lot of money into this house, so... Whatever they bought it for, they needed to at least recuperate that money. So I'm sure we did at least that for them. So,
that's good.
Works out. But yeah, home's in pristine condition. Very, very minor things that need to be fixed. So that's always good to hear when you're buying a house.
Yeah. Matt's dying again in this episode.
My bad. Death just has its hold on me every once in a while, and I just have to push her back and say, not today, Death.
That's right. Yeah, that might actually be the title of this episode.
Not today,
Matt's
Death?
dying again.
Again? Jesus. Actually, no, not Jesus. Don't take me. Other than the house inspection, it's been a metric ton of paperwork, because I'm not going to explain exactly the situation, but let's just say that me buying this house is a little more complicated than me just buying a house. Yeah. So it's been a lot of paperwork, some very hectic paperwork. But other than that, kind of just a normal standard work week, although the middle of the week, of course, was the 4th of July.
It was. That's right.
For any of you outside of the United States, I apologize for all the posts you had to endure online.
Yeah.
But it was Independence Day here in the States.
There were some pretty crude bashes to Britain. Some of those were...
Like, I get why we would do that, because it's, where we got our independence away from, but come on, guys. Come on.
It was kind of funny, but not...
Oh, of course. I mean,
but
anything in a
terrible.
joking fashion. But, yeah. So, Independence Day, and what I did for this year was... Sorry, I have to... Yeah! God!
I bring it back again. Damn. Matt continues to die on this special...
The Death Edition.
Morbid
Episode 47, the episode of Matt's death. So... There's a thing in Hollywood where they show movies at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery.
You've been to a few of those, huh?
I've been to two of them now, including this one I went to on the 4th of July. And this one you paid a little bit more because they did a fireworks show afterwards. And this year's movie was Footloose.
Okay.
Which I had never seen. The only thing I'd ever heard of Footloose, I heard from Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy. where essentially, and he is right. The premise of the movie is he went to a young Kevin Bacon goes to a town where everyone has sticks up their butts, and he learns to teach everyone to take those sticks out by dancing. That's for those that have not ever seen Footloose. That is the general premise. Now you don't have to see it.
There you go. You just have to watch Guardians of the Galaxy, which you should definitely watch.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Footloose is also good, but it's watching movies from the 80s or like older than that. God, they have not aged that well.
No. Although I'd rather watch Dirty Dancing if I was going to choose one of those.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not even just like the fashion, but like some of the themes and things you see in the movie, like are just like, oh, boy.
Yeah.
Like, get with the times.
The acting is kind of strange sometimes.
The only thing I will say is there's one scene where the main protagonist female character is like having a confrontation with like her ex or something. And she just straight up decks the guy, like punches. Like usually in older movies, you see the women just do the slap, and then the guy just like takes it and doesn't give a shit. She just decks this guy, but he actually fights back, which of course the crowd was like boo. But yeah, in the movie he like retaliates back too much, and is like, oh god, oh no,
domestic
80s.
Abuse, not good.
No, definitely not.
Please don't.
But yeah, the fireworks show was fun afterwards as well. It was funny because at the end, Kevin Bacon, of course, has the line, "Let's dance," and they shot one firework up when he said that. And I thought, oh, that was the whole show. They just shot one firework and then it just kept going. And then after the movie had ended, like 5 minutes after that, then they started the fireworks. I was like, okay. Thank God. It wasn't just the one firework from Kevin Bacon saying, "Let's dance."
I think a cooler show that I've seen was at the Hollywood Bowl. I think it was, what was it? The Muppets.
Ooh.
The Muppets present 4th of July or something.
Really? Okay.
That was
nice.
fun.
Was it like the actual puppets or was it?
Yeah, it was actual Muppets.
Nice.
And then they had the fireworks show behind the bowl.
Speaking of the Muppets, there's an exhibit at the Skirball Museum for the Muppets right now, or Jim Henson in general right now. So if anyone in the SoCal area who is close to Skirball, it's not a museum, it's a cultural center?
Yeah,
something
cultural
like that?
center.
Yeah, Skirball's Cultural Center. If you like Jim Henson, which did, the Muppets, Dark Crystal, Labyrinth, all those kind of things. If you like him, go check that out. I'm sure it'll be cool. I'm going to go check it out. But yeah, that is basically my week. That and work.
Okay.
So, other than the fun stuff, work.
Yeah. Well, mine was about the same. A lot of work.
Really? So you went to the cemetery watching a movie?
I did.
Footloose.
No. Normal work. And then 4th of July, obviously, was Wednesday. My fiance and I went to my dad's for barbecue.
Nice. What did he make?
Just like 6 of us. He made turkey burgers for the meat eaters. And for those without, he made... it was Field Roast brand, also burgers.
So basically Victoria.
Vegan burger. Yeah, but those are good, actually.
I can't imagine anyone else there was a vegan.
They were not.
I didn't think so.
But those burgers are pretty good, surprisingly.
Yeah, no. Some veggie stuff is actually really great now.
Field Roast in particular is fairly decent.
Yeah, I've definitely had some not so great veggie burgers or other alternative patties.
There are a lot out there that's not good at all.
Well, especially like I've been to a restaurant once where they had a mushroom burger, like the mushroom patty, right? And all it is, they just take one of the top of one of those big mushrooms and just stick it on a bun. It's just like that's not quite right.
No. Although, they do make those anyway.
Oh, I mean, of course, but it's not.
There's a way to make those. They can be really like chewy and gummy if they don't cook it right.
Mm-hmm.
It's hit and miss with those. Yeah. But every restaurant freaking makes those. They need something else. Make some other, or find some other alternative meat.
Like seitan.
Yeah. It's a lot of good stuff you can make with seitan.
Seitan's really good. I remember one of our friends made those chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Breaded seitan. It's good stuff.
It's weird how that works. I don't know.
Yeah, the texture
Apparently it's
is
a lot of work too.
Texture is a little more chewy than regular meat, and like it doesn't have the same.
I mean, it's made out of wheat gluten, so
I don't know how to describe meat texture, but like you have to chew it more, but it's not chewy.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how to describe that, but like it takes more work to chew it up, but it doesn't have that rubbery feel. How about that? Does that sound right?
So it's like jerky.
No.
Without. No.
I'm saying about meat. Like seitan is chewy in the sense that it's like spongy and like bouncy, whereas meat you chew into it and it sort of shrinks. You know.
Right.
Like
I don't know.
It's very hard to describe. You know, it's interesting because like food in general, there's not a lot of adjectives for like flavor and food.
Well, this depends.
All right, here's a test for you. Describe the flavor of butter and syrup waffles. Let me guess. Buttery,
sweet,
right? Those are the adjectives.
Hopefully crunchy.
Waffles?
Yeah. You kind of want them.
Oh, you mean like a Eggo waffle? I'm talking like a...
No, like a Belgian waffle. It's like crunchy on the outside and super fluffy in the middle.
See, but crunchy isn't a flavor.
Yes, it is.
Crunchy is a texture. But I'm saying like there's not like
I don't know how to describe it.
There's not a lot of those things.
But I'm sure we can read some food blogs.
There's like
and learn
5
some
words.
Things.
You know, there's like rich, creamy, buttery, sweet, savory. It's like,
I guess, yeah.
What else is there?
Tangy,
okay.
sour.
But it's just all the like basic
fruity
stuff. But like you can't say like, you know how you have like good, great, like all the extremes of good. You got buttery. What is the extremes of buttery? You put
super buttery.
You put the word before the
too much butter.
Yeah. Sorry, that was a tangent on food descriptions and.
Feel free to send us many emails about that, on how we're completely wrong.
Yeah, or post a comment on our website. On anything really.
Yeah,
just say
spam.
There's more words than buttery. just put that exactly, please. I beg you.
So yeah, barbecue was good. Kind of they put on the Hallmark Channel, and there were 2 Christmas movies in a row.
They
on
as
the
in
4th of July.
Your father and.
No, my dad did not change the channel. Yeah, Hallmark, great stuff they have on there.
Great stuff they have in their store.
Well, anyway, that was fun. And then the rest of the day we did laundry and I don't know. I played video games, I think.
All right.
And then we also got a keyless deadbolt for our door.
Is it
because we were tired of getting locked out with the one with the key? It would get stuck. You try to open it.
Would get stuck.
The lock wouldn't unlock. Like the turning mechanism would get stuck almost to the end. So, but it was enough to where you couldn't open the door.
Okay, so you got a keyless one.
Yeah, with a code, like a pin entry.
All right.
Those are cool.
Yeah, no. It's not one of those biometric ones or like one you use with your phone or anything.
No, this one you put in a pin and then you can unlock it, the deadbolt. Or lock it.
So you're going to have to clean those buttons. Because, you know, if you only have 4 numbers in this combination and the rest of the buttons get dirty.
Well, each of us has our own.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah.
Okay, well that covers more
It
numbers.
Does. Hopefully no one has the same range.
I want all of you to have no 5s in any of them.
Just all permutations of 1, 2, 3.
You just have the ring around 5 that's very clean, and the number 5 is just dirty. So the person coming in is just like, well, we know what number's not in the combination.
Yep. Yeah, that wouldn't be great. I don't know anyone else's code, so.
What brand? It's not one of the smart ones, right?
It's one that starts with an S. Like Shargarl or something. You know what I'm trying to say?
It sounds like a Lord of the Rings character.
Scargle? Scarl?
Scarl?
I don't know. I'm going to look this up. Like door lock brands. Or let's see.
Schwinn. Wait a minute.
Door lock brands.
Are you actually looking this up right now?
Yes. Schlage. That's it. Or Schlage. Schlage? I don't know how to say it.
Oh gosh, that's even worse. Schlage.
They're a common brand.
Yeah. Was that all on the 4th you did that?
That was on the 5th.
Yesterday, you could say.
Actually, was that on the 4th? Maybe it was the day before that.
So the 3rd?
Yeah.
The day before the 4th, Tony?
Yeah, I think that's the 3rd, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Three-
Cool.
A after C, except after 4.
Have I learned it wrong my whole life? Is that how it actually is? Because it makes about as much sense as the other one does, honestly.
What,
I before E,
I before
except
E,
after
except
C,
after C.
except in all of these exclusions.
Yeah.
It's like-
Receive. But not receipt.
Or way.
Oh, God.
But which way am I talking about?
I don't know.
Ah! English is very, very dumb sometimes.
All right. So that's how our weeks went.
It is.
Let's get into gaming news. Oh, wait a minute. So about that.
So, for those of you who have been on the internet lately, you may have noticed there's nothing in gaming news.
There really is. We've even tried to get into the scraps of the news for this week, and it is like Fortnite updates.
Yeah.
Season 5 is coming. Here's everything that we can tell you about Season 5.
See, the thing about Fortnite, there's technically quote-unquote news like every week.
Every week, yeah, because they patch it.
Yeah, but like patches aren't that exciting eventually.
There was a crack in the sky.
Oh,
This one.
And a pig in California that was found. It's like, okay, so they're doing promotional stuff. Cool. But other than Fortnite, the only other thing that was potentially maybe interesting that is very rumor-based and has no actual facts tied behind it is that Google might be making some video games.
That's right. There are only rumors at this point. It is pure stipulation.
Stipulation.
Yes.
Is that when you drink something very slow?
I said stipulation.
No, you said
Stipulation?
you said stipulation. Play it on the tapes.
Stipulation.
But
I
yeah,
will over-exaggerate. But yeah, they apparently there are rumblings, like I said, and stipulation
there you go.
on. So we know already that Google has acquired a studio I cannot remember the name of, but they were responsible for the VR game Office Simulator and
It's a good VR game,
new
by the
one,
way.
Vacation Simulator, I think is what it's called. So they're not foreign to the video game space. They have Android stuff too, and they have the Android platform,
Yeah.
and Chromecast and other Android-based things. But they're apparently going to start what is rumored to be a streaming service, sort of like GameFly-esque, or the Netflix of video games.
Yeah, I know that NVIDIA was doing this, but just from streaming from your machine to like
Right.
a tablet and stuff like that. And I know that Chromecast and like a bunch of stuff with Google is you have one device, you can stream to many devices kind of a thing.
Right.
So I can see them doing it.
But this is like,
This is video
hey, here's
games.
here's like, this is where the confusion may come in, because if they're going to stream big publisher games through their service, a lot of these rumblings too were referencing what the server background is going to be like, or the server backbone rather, if it's going to be Google hosting it, or like piggybacking or making deals with these publishers like, hey, Microsoft, you host your game and then we'll use our magic to stream it over the internet to players at home, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, there's a lot that can go wrong, but there's also a lot that can potentially go right. So, and Google definitely has the infrastructure to make something like that
and
work.
They can just straight up buy at Epic or EA right now if they wanted to.
Well, I mean,
And
yeah, but no one wants to buy EA.
Or
we
Riot.
we all know.
They
why.
just buy Tencent.
I don't think they could
They're
afford
probably not.
Tencent. Tencent's pretty big. But yeah, that's the gaming news, everybody.
Pretty much.
That's-
Oh, and they might have a physical device coming out that might be more than a streaming box. Like it may be
So like a media box,
like a or
so like a Chromecast,
or like a mini PC of sorts that's Android based, potentially.
It's the Google Assistant built in, of course.
Probably.
Just be like I can't say hey Google,
Yeah.
play this game, and then they'll start playing the
That'd be
game.
cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down. Their voice recognition is a lot better than pretty much the rest of voice recognition.
I mean, you have to specifically say that. That's really hard to like come by accident. Like Alexa, for instance, I can say
It's not plugged in.
any
Don't worry.
random phrase. It seems like I was playing a game just the other day online, and I was talking in Discord, and I said nothing about anything, and it's like, I'm sorry, I can't find that information for you.
Yeah,
Like, when the hell did I say Alexa?
yeah. That's why I would change its prompt command to Amazon, because it's a lot less likely you're going to say
Or
Amazon.
like, hey Amazon.
Yeah, they basically gave you a couple options.
Oh,
Same thing
should
with
look into
Google, but
Well,
I
that's right, you
very
can do that in the
rarely, I very rarely say the Google keywords that they are looking for on accident. I think it's happened like twice since I've gotten a Google Home, where it's just like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and it's
Right.
just like I didn't even talk to you, Google.
like even Siri won't. Even if you just say Siri, 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 nothing happens.
But the funny thing is, you can actually, well, not funny to some people, but you can go back and look at all the commands you've given Google and listen to how you've said it to them.
That's weird. It plays back your voice.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, you can, like, sometimes it'll, like, in those random moments, it'll just be like, how in the hell did it hear anything from me? And what did it think I said? So I go back and play what it heard, and I'm like, okay, now I get it.
Alexa, though, I don't know how it hears Alexa.
It hears it from across the world, too. It's just like, I don't
think
understand.
Some of the sentences maybe are like, it's like a.
Yeah,
or
that might
something like
trigger it
that.
more often than not.
I feel like something that's very similar or in that realm of phonetic.
Yeah. But I mean, like,
Whatever.
we've been saying Google this whole time, and
Yeah,
none of them
still-
have triggered.
Nope.
You have to specifically say, hey, Google, and then it will trigger. Again, I don't want to say it loud because,
Yeah.
I don't want the world listening in.
Just like, hey Siri. Yeah, see it. It
Oh,
does.
that was slow response. Anywho.
I'm listening.
Stop.
Shh, Siri, shut up.
Okay, Tony.
It knows my name. Great. They're taking over already.
I mean, they should know your name considering you have to make an account and everything
Yeah,
to
that's
use
true.
it.
I had to tell it what my name was. All right, so yeah, as we've said, that's the
That's
quote
the
unquote news.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
It's dry.
jack crap.
Like to put it lewdly, everyone blew their load on E3,
Yeah.
and nothing's remaining for the next month.
No.
So I mean, there was some stuff last week, but it's mostly like controversy or random stuff. And Hammond. That's
Right.
about it.
I mean,
Hammond from Overwatch.
There is something that goes along with that, but I'll talk about that in games we played.
Yes. But
'Cause
before
it's
that,
more into that.
we're going to take a break.
Are we? All right.
We're taking a break.
We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back. We're back. Did you miss us?
I hope not.
It's been a whole
it's
13 seconds.
13. Do you actually time it out to 13 seconds?
I think the break music is around 13 seconds. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, there you go, people. It's been 13 whole seconds.
Although for us, it's been like 5-10 minutes. But
Close enough.
anyway, now that we are here, it is time to move on to games we've played.
Maybe a lot of crossover in this one because I know for a fact that we've played games together this week,
We have, in fact.
including Peter, who is not with us today.
He has. Guess what game he's played this week?
Hold on. Let me think about this. He has been playing Civilization 2.
No, not at all. I'm playing Siege. There, did I do it? Sort of. I tried to get at least the essence.
The cadence.
Yeah.
It needs a bit of work.
So I'm
I'll
playing
just say it.
R6. Other than R6, I'm playing. I don't know.
Wow, Tony. Is R6 all you've played this week?
I was being Peter.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm trying
He's
to
played
think.
some other games. I saw him on Steam, like for Steam sale stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I don't remember what they were.
Well, what have you played this week, Tony?
I've been playing
Now
a
that we've
few
made fun
games.
of Peter enough, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we should. Yeah, that's fine. So I've been playing a few. Mario Tennis Aces is one.
Yeah.
I've been, obviously, since I completed the adventure mode, there's literally no reason to do it again at all.
So you played some multiplayer.
So I did multiplayer. I ventured through all of the modes. God, that game is hard. Like, the reason being is, I'll say it again, there is no MMR, really.
So you can just be matched up against anybody.
Yeah, so even though they added a rankings, it's just a way to see your, like how many ranking points you have compared to everyone else. It's
Can you lose them?
It's not an MMR system. No, I don't think you lose any, but if you lose the match, you only get like one.
Whereas they get
If
like
you win,
100
you
or
get
something.
like 30 to 100.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, like for instance, one of the first games I played online, I was against somebody who had 0 points.
Mm-hmm.
And I already had like 100 something from playing it a bit.
Sure.
So they were complete nub to the online thing. I just decimated them. Like 2-0.
All right, well, what's
no
your
challenge.
character?
So I've been experimenting. I've been kind of going around the roster. I really like Spike.
Mm-hmm.
Spike's pretty cool. He has really powerful hits. They don't do anything particularly crazy. They're just really hard hits, so that when you hit it back,
When you return?
yeah, when you return the ball, I couldn't think of what it was called. So when you return the ball, it has a potential to knock you back because it's a powerful strike.
Yeah, I think you can do that too
Bowser's,
if you hit it under the star at the right timing as well.
Yep, and also if you do a max
Max
serve,
charge. Oh, yeah.
yeah, and a max charge shot as well. But Spike in particular, most of his hits are just really powerful. Not as much as Bowser. Bowser, like, if he charges anything, you get bounced back. They're very strong.
Yeah, makes sense. He's a big dude.
And of course, the return for that is, or the
Counter.
caveat with him is that he's extremely slow. Like, almost to the point where he's terrible.
I've seen some people do some work with Bowser.
Oh, yeah, I'm not saying you can't. But, I mean, the ratio seems to be a little ridiculous. Like, power to speed. I feel like I just heard that. It was about, Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, to shout out another podcast, I was listening to All Systems Goku, which is great.
Oh, yeah. All systems Goku.
So they watched episodes 82 through 87 or something. And this is when they're in the hyperbolic time chamber.
Oh,
Goku and Gohan are training. And yeah, Goku figures out that if you're Super Saiyan or get too powerful, your speed doesn't compensate.
Well, you can like make yourself really buff, but it slows you down.
Right.
Yeah.
So Goku was just like, yeah, I figured that shit out. It's a really funny podcast. You can find them everywhere. But anyway, yeah, I maybe think of that. So the other characters I've been trying out are Boo and Baby Bowser.
Nice.
Or sorry, Bowser Jr. Baby Bowser.
So same thing almost.
Sort of. So Boo, man, like I have made some plays with Boo.
In what way?
So let's say I'm serving and they return it. I kind of fake them out, but you can fake them out in a tricky way. He's considered a tricky pick. So you know how normal tennis goes? It's kind of a straight shot. You can angle it left, middle, or right.
Sure.
So you can still kind of do that with Boo. Like he has a little bit of a curve on all of his shots, which you can definitely take advantage of and over accentuate, especially on a slice. So what I would do is have it volley a few times to the challenger, and then have it go to the kind of the similar spot so they're used to me going over there. Maybe fake them out once, go to the other side, and then get them really used to that one spot.
Sure.
Then do a slice in the other direction, and because they're all the way on the other corner, and that slice almost goes an entire 90 degrees out to the other side, there's just no way. Like, even if you do a trick shot to try and get that, you can't. It's just
nice.
Yeah, it's really dumb. Although I've been wrecked online by anybody really, as playing as anybody.
So you do play three game sets.
It depends. If it's a slaughter, it's only 2.
So first 2 out of 3.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, 2 out of 3.
But I played a 5-game set.
Was that just like because it was back and forth?
Yeah, it was I won 1, he won 1, I won 1, he won 1. And
because
then
you have to win by 2, I think, right?
Yeah, and then they have so it actually has a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
And it's the first one to 7 points.
Right. Yeah, so you do play like full games in online mode. Okay,
yep.
Cool.
It takes a long time, especially when that happens. Or you could just get cremated and, because it's like 4 or 5 serves, and then they get the game. And then it's your turn to serve, and they just return it and kill you, and then it's over.
Literally. But
yeah, it's again, it's that fighting game genre, which is weird to say for a sports game.
I actually watched a game of Zero playing today. Yeah, which for those that don't know, he's a very well-known Super Smash Brothers player.
Number 1 in the world, I think, still, even being quote-unquote retired.
Yeah. But he was playing against, he was Waluigi, he was playing against the Bowser, and it was really intense.
Yeah.
They went to overtime, and it was like 6-6 in the tiebreakers. And then he brought it, he finished it off 7-6 in the tiebreakers. Like, woof. It was intense.
Anyone who's good at Smash or fighting games in general would really be good at this game. And if you struggle your entire life with fighting games, this is not for you.
That seems odd.
Do not spend the $60.
I don't know if I agree, but they're different skill sets.
Yeah, but
timing and trickery and stuff is similar to all kinds of games.
And you can quote unquote read like Smash or Street Fighter.
Well, sure, but it's still a sports game.
It is. Which I guess there's reading in that too.
Yeah, there always is. Reading is not synonymous to fighting games.
Right.
Like, you can get a good read on your opponent in an RTS.
It's true.
Trick them out.
They're only building drones, or are they?
Then you build Reapers and rape their workers. Not literally. You blow them up.
Yeah, you just blow them up because you hide obelisks in them. Or ultralisks, sorry.
Oh, ultralisks. The best unit in the game.
So anyway, there's that. Played some Rainbow Six Siege.
No.
You know, that game that tends to pop up or crop up in each episode.
Crop up.
At least the last like 10 episodes, maybe.
It's been quite a number of them, yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. You and I did some casual matches before being invited to another in-house, one of Peter's inner circle, as it's called, in-house. And for those who are confused what in-house exactly is, he might have explained it already. It's, each game has 5 against 5. So an in-house is 10 people that you play with together in a custom game. So everybody, pick teams, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Fun stuff. Game is still really good. I don't have anything to say about it. I want more operators.
Yeah, makes sense.
I really want to play Dokebi.
Dokebi.
Because she's badass. All right. Moving right along. The next one I played was Slay the Spire. Jake talked about it last week. We talked about it maybe a few weeks ago with Peter playing it. We have a quick look up on it on our site. It is it's a pretty good game. I played a little bit more today, actually. I unlocked the remaining characters so you can play as. There are only 3 at the moment.
What are the characters again?
I forgot what they're called, but the first one is basically you're just your regular,
like all-rounder kind of guy,
hunter guy. I'm trying to think of the specific cards. And the quick look, that's what I played.
Okay.
Again, up on YouTube and our site. The second one that I unlocked is like this, like rogue type character who has
quick but low damage kind of a thing.
No, he has some very high damage cards
Oh.
with poison.
Ah, yes.
So he has like poison counters and debuff cards. He also has pretty crazy ones where you can up your block a lot while also dealing damage back to the opponent, stuff like that, or some zero cost cards that just straight up say 3 damage and apply poison. But I think you have to exhaust those, which is similar to Magic, where it's basically exiled for the entire rest of the round. The third guy is some like wooden robot thing, and it's very weird. I couldn't figure it out really. It's the daily challenge as well. They added those in the game. I don't know if that was there before, but you're I don't want to say forced, but you play as a character and try and get the most points, and you're on an online leaderboard. Online leaderboard, and it shows you your status and rank among other people. But yeah, this robot thing is very strange. He has like 3 orbs that can form around him and do additional damage and stuff. This character seems to be a lot of like energy manipulation, because you have energy in the game, like mana. Yeah, typically you have 3, and then cards cost 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 even for this guy. So you can like double your energy and do all these crazy things to store it up and like unleash ridiculous attacks. Like I've done, I don't know, 20 something damage to somebody with 1 card. I don't know. It's a fun game. Again, randomly generated stuff. Each time you play it, the map layout is different. Like it's never the same twice, hence the roguelike thing. But you would probably like that. As we keep saying, it was on sale. Steam sale is now over. So yeah, I got that in the Steam Summer Sale, which unfortunately, by the time you hear this, has been over for a few days. The next game on the list, well, I guess we'll just go with, speaking of the Steam Summer Sale, I also got Ori and the Blind Forest.
Nice.
Which is fantastic.
Oh, it's a great game.
Just right off the bat, it was reminiscent of Pixar.
Yeah, where in the first
Disney Pixar
few minutes,
it's like, hey, it's all happy, and now we take your heart and smash it in our hands, throw it on the ground, and then stomp on it.
Just the roller coaster of emotions. You got that little peak, and then straight down to the ground.
I was like, what the fuck? This is so sad.
Yeah. That game gives you the feels real quick.
It does. It without talking.
Yeah.
Like Up.
That's when you know you have a great storyteller on your hands.
It's freaking Up. So yeah, it's a great game.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a beautiful game too.
Yeah, the way it looks is crazy. I don't know, like I don't know.
Good on you, indie devs.
Seriously. And then Ori 2 is coming out.
Yeah.
That's probably why they put this one on sale.
Yeah. Well, it's also been out for a couple of years now.
True.
They had like the definitive edition or whatever.
Yeah, that's the one I got.
Yeah.
Which for some reason came with Ori and the Blind Forest.
Yeah, there's like slightly different things in it. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, wait a minute. Which one am I? Oh, yeah. All right. So, yeah, great game. I would say to get it before you get the second one if you haven't already. But the sale is over, so it's going to be the price that it is.
Yeah, for those wondering what it is, it's a adventure platformer with basic combat, I want to say. And it's...
You have like this light orb thing.
Yeah, it's
you can upgrade.
Beautiful. And...
You're like this forest spirit.
It's just a really great game. So if you haven't gotten that, I'm sure you've heard of it by now. So
yeah, Hollow Knight has definitely taken some notes on it. I think there are similar elements.
Yeah. I would say they're both Metroidvania in the sense that you sort of unlock more and more abilities that allow you to get to more and more new places, and then combat gets more and more interesting as you go along. So in that sense, they're similar. I would say that Hollow Knight's more on the more difficult side than Ori and the Blind Forest.
Okay.
Whereas Ori and the Blind Forest is more focused on platforming than it is on combat. Whereas
That's true,
Hollow Knight is more focused on the combat than it is strictly on the platforming.
That makes sense. You heard it here, folks.
There you go. Either way, both great games. Get them both.
They really are. Yeah. I think they were both on sale.
And Hollow Knight's on the Switch now if you only have a Switch available to you.
I'm kind of sad I bought it for PC.
I think Hollow Knight's on every platform. I think Ori and the Blind Forest is only on PC. Well, it's on everything except Switch.
Yep.
So
Makes
there
sense.
you go.
The next Steam summer sale pickup is Doom.
Heyo, Doom.
Because it was like $10.
Yeah.
And
it's a good
fuck
game.
That game. Yeah.
Not fuck that game in a bad way.
Yeah. Fuck, comma, that game.
It's a great game.
It is.
It kind of reminds me of the older shooters where everything was super fast. You're bouncing around, going nuts, you know?
Although it's not as fast as like Quake. It's not Quake fast, but similar.
I would say it's like Unreal Tournament kind of level of fast, maybe.
Yeah, I can see that. Which, speaking of Quake, I played the Quake Champions. I didn't mention that probably, but it was a while ago.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Yeah, there's a lot of stupid fast twitch
It's
shooting
too fast.
and like yeah, it's a nutsos kind of game.
Doom, fortunately, is not quite like that.
Well, it's also single player, and the targets are always running at you, and yeah, it's a bit different.
Yeah, it's really cool. It runs really well. It's very well optimized for.
Very well optimized.
I mean,
if you have any 10 series graphics card from NVIDIA, that game's gonna shine.
Yep. I had no problems. So yeah, that's Doom. I'm gonna be playing a lot more of that, I think, to the completion. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else, Tony?
Yes. You and I also played another game together.
Oh no.
And I don't know if we talk about how amazing this game is enough.
Mm-hmm.
The League of Legends.
Oh my God.
Made by
Now, why would we
Riot Games.
play League of Legends, Tony?
Well, they have this mode that is ridiculous and stupid and fun. The fun part is kind of hard to believe based on how we talk about this game most of the time.
Every once in a while, yeah.
But yeah, it's called All Random Ultra Rapid Fire, or ARRF.
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 RF, yeah.
Holy shit, that mode.
Yeah, basically, for those that have never played League of Legends and don't know what any of that means, all random means that all the characters picked on both teams are random, and you can re-roll twice, up to twice.
It's basically what the other mode they have, or
Yeah,
which
ARAM.
Dota has two, I think. Do they have?
Well, they have like a
ARAM?
custom mode for it, but
Yeah.
yeah. But so all random champions, and ultra rapid fire means no mana costs, 80% cooldown reduction, and everything is scaled higher. So basically, stupid. Like, okay, for reference, let's say your ability has a 2-second cooldown normally. Now it has a 0.4 second cooldown.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you can imagine, there are some characters in this mode that are just ridiculous.
Like, for those who know, Tryndamere.
He just spins every second, like quite literally every second he spins at you.
He was almost literally invincible.
Yeah, because his ult is also a very short cooldown. And in this mode, short.
At least he apologized for getting Tryndamere.
Yeah, Tryndamere is pretty dumb in that.
Throughout the entire game, it's just like, I am sorry.
I played a couple of games as different characters, and one of the characters I found to be really dumb are a couple characters that when you hit a spell, it reduces the cooldown of something.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So Ezreal is one of them.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
his Q is already on a 1 second cooldown in this mode. But if you hit with your Q, it reduces the cooldown by a second. So quite literally, you could just Q until things are dead. And if you just hit people with that constantly, it's a constant harass and it's ridiculous. But he's not even that crazy in this mode. If that sounds kind of insane, there are some characters, surprisingly, some very useless characters, but with 80% cooldown reduction, become amazing. Like Skarner.
Yeah.
You'd think, oh, what can Skarner possibly do? His Q's on a 0.1 second cooldown in this freaking mode, man. So he just someone's dead.
He is actually one of the most legitimate broken characters in that mode, I think. Like when they had just regular Earth, and you can pick Skarner, like
dead.
Yeah. There's nothing you can do about it.
It's insane.
Garen was another one.
Well, Garen can literally spin forever.
And silence almost infinitely.
Yeah, although the other thing to note, just in case this all sounds too stupid, is that you automatically gain basically crowd control reduction on yourself by like 50%. So like if something were to stun you for 2 seconds, now it stuns you for 1 second.
Yeah, so you're more effective and also less effective.
Yeah, because like you can keep doing it every 2 seconds,
Right.
but it only stuns for 1 second now instead of 2.
It's quote unquote fair.
Fair and balanced. Yeah, that game also has very frustrating characters to face. Obviously, like Tryndamere
Yeah.
or Wukong
Oh god.
or many other characters in the game. But yeah, it's fun in a stupid way.
Yeah, again, if you just don't give a shit about the game,
Yeah.
it doesn't rub you wrong.
If you don't give a shit about a game, it's really hard to get frustrated at it. So-
Granted, I was playing it also competitively. And I'm 3-0 so
Ooh.
far.
That's your mistake.
I'm 3-0 though.
Well done, Tony. Well done. What else did you play this week?
The last one of note is Overwatch.
Nice. Did you play the PTR or normal?
Normal.
Normal.
So the thing is, I logged in not knowing there was a huge overhaul to the game.
Mm-hmm.
And man, when I say huge overhaul, it really is. First in a game that I saw was, there are only 3 categories of heroes now. What happened to this? There's only tank, damage, and support. They combined attack and defense into the damage category, and which includes Symmetra.
So Symmetra's damage now?
She's in the damage category.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. What about Torbjorn?
He's also in the everybody that was defense is in a damage category.
Okay. Interesting.
So May's damage. Who else was in?
It was kind of odd before.
Bastion's damage.
Because like all the champions or heroes in that game can sort of play all the roles in terms of
Yeah, essentially.
offense or defense. Like a Reinhardt offensively is going to be also good as a Reinhardt defensively.
Mm-hmm.
Or like there's some characters that were better in certain things. Like Torbjorn's better defensively. Like
Unless you're
without
on
a
attack
doubt.
on a
if you
payload
manage to put
map
his
or
thing
something.
on a payload and have a ton of shields around it, sure. But even then, it's not going to be as effective as Torbjorn on defense.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be hard to match that. But you know, Bastion offense was effective. Bastion
Mhm.
defense also effective. So I'm kind of glad they did that, just because it always felt weird that like Widowmaker, for instance,
Yeah,
it didn't matter. She
No.
was
She's a
both.
sniper.
She's a sniper. Yeah. Hanzo, same thing. It's like it's not defense,
Right. And the better part of this too is that it makes people not like have this stigma,
Yeah.
especially with stuff like that. Like, why are you picking Widowmaker on attack? She's a defense hero. There's none of that crap anymore
Yeah.
because
It's damage.
she's a damage character.
She's damage. We need more damage.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
pick Widowmaker. Who gives a crap?
Did they remove the thing saying you need defensive heroes as well then?
Yes.
Okay. Because that was always kind of annoying. Like, we need more defense heroes, even though you had like Reinhardt and you had like a defense hero like Torbjorn. And it was
Yeah.
like, you need more defense heroes. Like, no, we don't.
I think on the other end, they also removed you need more offense heroes
Yeah.
too.
Because they removed offense. It's just damage.
Now it's
No.
just, it'll tell you no tanks or only one tank or no supports, like stuff like that. So that's still there. They also added a cool quality of life thing, which is a looking for group feature. It actually shows on your profile picture if you're in a group or not when you queue solo or, well, just queue in general. And, similarly to how it was before, some team members from the people you played with can say, like stay as a team. And then it'll put you in a group. And then when you queue together, it'll show all of you are in the same group, which is kind of cool. You can also create your own group with titles and requirements. So you can name like it's like a lobby that you can join.
Interesting.
Yeah. And you can have certain requirements like season rating, for instance. Or let's say like what type of hero you're looking for. Like we need only healers in this group. So if you
Road to bronze.
yeah, or like we saw some Reddit thing earlier, or no, it was Kotaku. Apparently, this is making it easier to troll as well, because there are people who are creating groups to lower your SR on purpose. Granted, you join these because you're aware of this. They literally say it in the title of the group. But there was this Kotaku article about it. That's making it easier to troll. People can queue together and actively throw games so that they can get their SR 3 digits or lower.
3 digits,
which really
man.
sucks for people that may not understand what they're getting themselves into. Or if you're on the other team that's just demolishing them, you're like, this is dumb. Like, I feel bad. You know, like you kind of want this fair fight going on most of the time.
Yeah.
Although I have noticed with this new update, the toxicity seems to be lower for some reason.
I mean, Overwatch has been cracking down on toxicity quite a bit.
Yeah, although the other reason too, they added a commending system. You know, before you could commend people at the end of the game, you give them like a point.
A +1, yeah.
This is actually 3 categories similar to like League of Legends and Dota. Like this player was shot caller. This player was good teammate. The other one was like helpful or something, like
Teaching,
TG.
helpful.
Yeah,
Yep.
something like that. And then you can do that 3 times, I believe. And you can do that to your team or the opponent.
Nice.
You can commend them for being a good player, which I've done because like there's one game in particular, they had a Reaper who was freaking amazing. Just ruined our team. So yeah, I commended that guy. But I think because of that, and some other things, maybe some bans happening, I was playing competitive and I didn't feel that sense of wanting to kill myself and everyone else by playing this game.
Wow, Tony. Tell us how you really feel.
No, but it's you know, that toxicity that we said to stay with League of Legends. You know, that get creeped into Overwatch and just was making it not a fun experience. And Peter outed me out on that too. Like every time I played and talked about Overwatch, there was mostly nothing positive to say about it. I mean, it's just freaking...
That's you with most competitive games, though.
True, but I feel Overwatch specifically I complained the most about in recent episodes.
In recent episodes, maybe.
But yeah, I do have a problem with competitive games.
Everything, really.
Maybe I should never play competitive games again.
There you go. That's the spirit.
Except Rainbow Six. For some reason, that does not make me mad.
Short games.
I really don't know what it is.
You're playing with people more.
True. But even like... I think
How
it's
often
some
do you play
casual.
solo?
Yeah, not very often. You're right.
Yeah.
But even still, like, I'm not mad if I die or we lose. There's something about that game where it's like, well, I'll just play another one.
I also feel like in that game, time to death is so short for everybody
It's true.
that you feel like, oh, I didn't shoot first, but if I did, I would have got him.
Especially in
thing.
ranked, the matches are only 3 minutes, or rounds are 3 minutes long.
Yeah.
I think so. It's really short. You got to
Yeah.
really get in there. So yeah, that's quite a list.
That is quite a list.
There might be more. Oh, Splatoon 2.
For like the 5 minutes you're playing
No,
while
I
we took a
actually
break.
played it earlier this week.
Oh,
I played a few matches online.
nice.
Still fun.
Yeah, it's just marred by a terrible online system.
Yeah, I just really wish you could play with your friends how you want to, but
Yeah,
as a quick like shooter game, I mean, speaking of short matches, those things are like,
it's 2 minutes.
yeah, it's extremely
for
short.
the entire match.
Yeah, and then that's it. And you keep for another one.
Yeah, that game, like we've said it before, but if it wasn't for the bad matchmaking and the non-voice chat and everything that's lacking in the 2018 gaming sense from
Yeah.
that game, it's a great game.
It is. And speaking of, it's coming up on its 1-year anniversary. I saw.
Yeah, crazy.
It's crazy. Splatfest is coming up. Stay tuned for that. They're going back to their roots. It's a pick between squid and octopus. So,
All right. I mean, the Octo expansion is coming out, so I feel like Octopus is going to have an advantage.
is that out already? Actually,
I think so.
I think it's out.
Yeah.
Because when I logged in, it said don't go over to that side of the the map, there's something freaky about that corner. And then if you walk over there, it says,
Racist.
well, then it's just like, this requires the Octo expansion if you'd want to go through here. So
Yeah, fair enough.
Salmon Run still isn't freaking open when you want it to be, but you know.
Yeah, again, one of those things they need to just fix in 2018.
And maybe they will with their online service. I don't know.
They won't.
Probably not.
They won't.
Anyway, what have you been playing?
So, fun story. You've already
Do
mentioned
tell.
both of them. Rainbow Six.
Oh, we did mention crossover was a possibility.
Yeah, Rainbow Six and League of Legends.
Hey.
So Rainbow Six, like you said, we were playing in houses, and then we were just the two of us were playing casuals and stuff, and then Peter would join in and stuff.
And Peter was also playing Army 6, if
Yeah.
that wasn't obvious.
I feel like my favorite offensive person is Montaigne, and he's not exactly offensive. He's just the attacking super shield boy.
Yeah, well, like you said, you like playing information gathering people, so he's
Yeah.
really good for that because you just kind of stick your face in and not die.
Yeah, and like every round, like it was funny because I think the last round of in houses we were playing, they were just saying, "Just go Montaigne." No one knows how to deal with Montaigne.
We don't.
Yeah, so I just kept going Montaigne, and it worked out sometimes.
Well, there was that one tactic we were trying, which we told you afterwards in that mission. Or mission,
C4.
that match. Yeah, that is one way to do it. So one of the guys we were playing with, I forgot what character he was playing, but he was trying to bait you in because he had a C4 on the
roof,
like the
the
doorway
jam.
above
Yeah.
you. So if you were to actually walk into the room and he detonated it, you probably would have died.
But I never did.
But you never did.
I just stuck my face in and was like, I don't feel safe, and just
Yeah.
backed away.
And then Peter asked you after if you knew it was there. But
And I was
nope,
I was
you
just
were
like, no, I was
playing
just lucky.
cautiously. Yeah.
I was just like, I'm looking in the room, there's a person over there, and I would sort of back away so that someone could shoot. And that's pretty much my plan with Montaigne.
Yep. I was in there too, actually. I was trying to get your hand or something, but you had your shield deployed.
Hell
so
yeah.
You would have had to turn around slightly.
Yeah. I got top frag in one match.
You did.
It's very interesting. I killed someone with a smoke grenade. With smoke. Like specifically the person that actually has poisonous gas smoke grenades.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Because I basically put it down the long hallway, and then two people were coming up that way. Just one of them died.
Oh, that was me.
That was you. Hey! And then I shot someone around a corner. That was fun.
Yep, I died to the smoke.
And then I shot another person in the face trying to kill one of our teammates. And then I was the last one alive and died. That was
happens.
sad.
Well, actually, one guy we play with, he was 10-0.
Yeah. No.
He did not die.
There were definitely some people that are better than us at the game
Mhm.
playing.
Which I thank for your patience because I am super bad.
Yeah. I'm not exactly great either.
Or sorry,
As
I'll
I've
use your
s-
terms too. Hella bad.
Oh.
I am hella bad.
No.
I said it.
No.
And they still pick me on their team.
Yeah. How dare you? But yeah, I'm not exactly a great sharpshooter, is what I would say. So like, information gathering is kind of my thing. So I play like Pulse, Montaigne, IQ, people that can just figure stuff out without actually having to shoot people.
Right.
That's kind of my thing because I'm not good at shooting in that game. Like, sure, I can shoot someone if they're in front of me, but half the time they'll see me first and I die. So, you know.
It makes sense.
Or the other half the time, I see them first, but I'm not good at
And
shooting,
then you still die anyway.
so I lose. So yeah, game's fun. Haven't gotten nearly enough to unlock more people, so just gotta keep
It
playing.
takes
I
a
guess.
long time to
It
get
does.
around. It is dumb.
That is one thing I don't like about that game. It's like I paid for a game almost full price at the point. It was on sale even,
Right.
but I've been playing for like a while now. I haven't unlocked a single person.
Well, for me, to be fair, the reason why I have a lot is because I have a boost from the pass that I bought.
Yeah,
So
I know, but then
It's like
you bought it.
30%.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. It's like you bought the game, but you have to unlock everybody, and it's not like Smash Brothers where you play through story mode once
Yeah.
and you unlock a guy. You know, you have to play probably hundreds of multiplayer games to unlock a few people.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
So it's kind of nonsense in that sense, but what can you do? It's a good game.
It is. Yeah, eventually, you just play it more, and then you'll notice, oh, I have enough renown. Or you can just literally use money if you
I don't
really
want to
want
use
to.
money to do it.
Just buy
I'll just pick Montaigne every time. It'll be fine.
what do they call it? Rainbow $6 or Rainbow
Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's the Rainbow Six
Siege
currency.
bucks.
Siege bucks.
as
Yeah.
Peter called it.
And then the other game we played was League of Legends.
Yep.
And I already sort of talked about that a little bit as we did.
You did.
And I did actually play a game as Skarner, and it felt bad.
It's
Like,
yeah.
I was playing against a melee person in my lane, which, for those that don't know Skarner's kit, his E sends off a wave of stuff that if it hits them and then you melee them, they get stunned.
Yep.
And the cooldown on it in ultra rapid fire is like 2 seconds. So it slows them, you stun them, it slows them, you stun them, and then you press Q on them 1 billion times, and you have an infinite amount of shields. It's like, I guess I win. I don't know. I took on 3 people at once in ultra rapid fire and killed them.
Yep.
It was like, I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm sorry.
Man, I got him too, and you told me to re-roll him.
Skarner?
Yeah.
I did not.
I think you did.
I did not.
She's like, oh god. Maybe you did just to save the other team the pain.
No, I think you got like
I got Quinn after I got Skarner. I re-rolled to
Quinn is good too, though, just because her blinding nonsense.
but it's not up as often as I thought it would be
No.
because it's super slow in
The
general.
Q?
Normally, yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember who else I played with you, and it was like silly.
Varys.
Oh, yeah, Varys. Yeah, Varys has an attack that's out of vision range. So, and he's on a short cooldown. So, I mean, I just shot them to death 1 billion times. What was the other person I played, though? We played 2 games.
You were crap.
Was it Pike?
Yes.
It was
You were
Pike.
Pike.
That's right. Okay. I just kept threatening to pull him.
Yep.
It's just the no mana, no cooldown things is so ridiculous. They're like, I'd say that some of the top characters in that mode are Karthus,
Oh god. Yes.
because his Q is 0.2 seconds. So just 5 times the second you can lay a Q
I'm
down.
actually surprised we didn't see a Karthus.
We did, I thought.
Mm.
And his ult is up all the time.
No, I didn't play one with the Karthus.
Karthus is really good. Fizz is unkillable.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, I guess I die. I don't know.
Well, didn't they? I'm pretty sure they banned him from Earth before because
Nope.
he was impossible to play again.
Nope. He's
No, maybe
definitely
not.
still in it here.
Okay.
I played as him once.
Okay.
And let's just say I was against a Kog'Maw mid. That was a bad choice on their part.
Yeah.
Because quite literally, you can dodge everything and be untargetable 3 seconds out of every 6 seconds. So it's just like, I guess I win. I don't know.
Well.
And another one is Hecarim.
Oh
Hecarim,
god. Yeah.
because his Q
That's right.
has reduced cooldown if you hit things. And it's also a 0.2 second cooldown. So you
Just wave
You're
his
just a
scythe
helicopter.
around forever.
you're just a helicopter and you can run fast forever. It's fantastic. But yeah, the game is still not a great game, but that mode is stupid. So it's kind of
The
fun.
mode is pretty fun.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've played. Again, I've been very busy with buying a house.
Yeah.
So, you know,
completely understandable.
stuff happens when buying a house.
It does.
But yeah, that's it. That's all I've played.
All right, Peter, what have you played?
Oh, hold on. Rainbow Six.
Yes.
Okay, we're
How did
done.
we guess?
I mean, he did play with us, so
That's true. Actually, spectated. He'll probably talk about it when he's here.
Yeah. But
So
I
yeah, I
think
guess
we're moving on.
that's the end of that segment.
And we don't really know, because we didn't have a whole lot with the gaming
It's
news.
true.
So we tried to come up with some stuff, sort of make up some more of the time. And basically, we're coming to this point. We're coming in hot. We're doing it live.
We are. This is
And-
completely
it's ad lib.
Actually live ad lib. No idea what the hell we're gonna come up with right now.
The only thing that I came up with before this is I came up with a small question that we can ask each other, and that is, if there was a single video game creature that you can have as a pet, what would it be?
Yeah,
and there's so many video game creatures like
Ragnaros.
Ragnaros. That's an
Well, that's not a
elemental
pet.
being, man. I'm talking like pets kind of a thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a hard one because there are a lot of games with pets.
Yeah, because like, I'm pretty sure if Peter was here, I don't mean to speak for him, but I'm pretty sure if Peter was here, he would say a chocobo. Or Palico, because those are two games he really likes. Final Fantasy, Monster Hunter. There's also Yoshi from the Mario series, although he's kind of become his own
he's not
person, not a pet really anymore, but maybe sort of that could count. But like, there's the mounts in World of Warcraft. Those are cool.
Or the pets in World of Warcraft.
Or the pets
like
in World of
flaming
Warcraft.
corgi. That'd be cool.
You can just have a Zergling as a pet, that's cool.
Just an actual corgi that's just molten on fire the entire time.
It sounds like a mistake. Pretty much a toad.
The treasure goblin.
The treasure goblin. Oh my god, yeah. You can have you can have any of the Omnics.
Oh god.
They're not really pets, those are robots, but they were personal assistants and stuff before the uprising. Good for you guys.
There you go.
Fight for your rights.
Treasure goblin.
Treasure goblin?
No.
Every time you need money,
it.
you just sort of kick it and have money.
They made that a pet though in Diablo 3.
They did. It's a fun pet.
Damn, I'm trying to think now.
There's lots of options.
The games have pets in them.
Well, no, okay.
What about like Pokemon?
Any creature. A Pokemon.
Oh, you did say
my
creature.
gosh.
That's
yeah.
right.
So any creature from any game that you can have as a pet.
Doesn't
matter
matter
if
if
it's
Pikachu.
Pikachu?
100%.
Okay. All right. Detective Pikachu or regular
No.
Pikachu?
The actual OG.
What if it spoke like
I love
Danny
you, Ash
DeVito?
Pikachu.
What if it was voiced by Danny DeVito?
I think that would be fantastic. No, I want the original Pikachu.
I want Danny DeVito Pikachu. That's not my real answer, but if I had to pick one,
Fuck, man.
it's tough, man. There's so many good choices.
It still might be Pikachu.
Pikachu's a strong choice. I mean, he's a fan favorite for many reasons.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of Pokemon, but he is one of the cuter ones.
I watched the hell out of that show.
And
which
yeah,
I believe it's on
nostalgia.
Hulu right now.
I think
The
it is
the OG Pokemon show.
Yeah, for those not knowing what we're talking about, back in the 90s, the OG Pokemon show, you can watch it on Hulu.
Brock the Womanizer
Brock the pervert.
tries to get with every single Nurse Joy.
Speaking of which, why are there so many damn Nurse Joys?
Yeah. Maybe it's the same one.
They're all just
She just cloned
they're
herself.
just clones. Yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic. I actually don't have a good answer for this question either. There's so many things that it could be. If I had to pick one, it'd probably be a Yoshi. And
That
I'm
would be cool.
talking like
You could
the
ride
ones from like the N64 Yoshi story Yoshis, the ones that were like cute and cool,
And you
had
can
different
ride them.
colors, and you can ride them, and hopefully not be
And
a
they
dick
shoot
and jump
fireballs.
off them to get to a special part of the level.
Yeah. But they just respawn eventually. Or you
so
pick them up in
mean.
an egg later.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work. Like, also, how hungry are they normally?
Yeah.
Because they just eat like whole things, no problem.
I mean,
you know?
he's essentially like a raptor or some kind of weird
Yeah.
Tyrannosaurus.
I am curious what a realistic Yoshi would be. Would it be terrifying or would it be cute?
It might be terrifying.
Because I mean, he doesn't seem to have scaly skin, like you expect a dinosaur to have.
True.
He kind of has smooth skin, almost velvety, So like, would he be like the cartoony Yoshi we know, or would he turn into a monster?
Yeah. Or will he be the one or the...
I mean, I don't care which one. They're going to be my friend regardless.
That's
So
true.
I'd probably pick a Yoshi.
He
Just
didn't used
'cause
to
you-
talk before. He just went to... or whatever that sound is.
Yeah, just weird noises. And he, not really ever talked. he when he's aiming the egg, that kind of thing. But like other than that, not a whole lot of noises came out of Yoshi. But I think of Yoshi. You're thinking Pikachu.
Yeah.
I think
Pikachu would be
those are
awesome.
good choices. If I had to choose something non-Nintendo, because we can't seem too biased here.
Well, Pikachu is not Nintendo.
It's pretty much
From
Nintendo.
I'm thinking from the show.
It's pretty much Nintendo at this point.
Yeah, it is.
If I had to pick something non-Nintendo, it might be a Palico, even though I don't like Monster Hunter that much.
It's a freaking talking cat.
It's a talking
warrior
cat that can cook for you and fight for you.
Yeah.
Like, how cool is that? Like, no offense to my cats, but they ain't cooking for me.
Nope. In fact,
They're
right now
they're
just
adorable. Don't get me wrong.
laying down doing nothing.
Well, again, it was a hot day for them, so
That's true.
give them a break. But my cats don't cook for me. They don't fight things. I mean, if I let
Neither
them
do
outside,
mine.
they'd probably kill
Well, they
things for
fight
me.
each other.
They would kill stuff for me, but
Yeah,
I
bring
wouldn't
you,
want
like,
what they kill.
mangled rats and birds. Here you go.
There was one point. I don't know how it happened because they are not outside.
Mm-hmm.
I guess some animal made its way into the house. I just saw a dead lizard on the floor. Like, I had a lot of like rubber lizards for one of my Halloween costumes, and I thought it was one of those, and I'm like, oh shit, no, that's just a real dead lizard. It was just like couple little holes in the neck, and I knew exactly what had happened.
They mangled him.
They killed that son of a bitch. I was like, how the hell did this get in the house? Good job, cats. So when they're given the opportunity to hunt, they'll kill some shit. But Palicos can take down a dragon.
Yes, they can.
So
Giant flying monsters.
I'd probably have to pick a Palico if it was non-Nintendo. Yoshi Nintendo, Palico
So let's see
non-Nintendo.
if I were to go non-Nintendo then.
There's lots of options. Just don't pick like Teemo.
No. Fuck Teemo. Always fuck Teemo.
I'm trying to think of some other good ones like
R2-D2.
I mean, I guess that could count. He has been in video games.
Ewoks. There you go.
Ewoks.
Fucking Ewok.
I don't know if I would take an Ewok.
They also could fight for you, and they're like teddy bears.
They are, but they're also kind of creepy.
Finding a Wookiee.
A Wookiee. Oh, so like you'd have Chewie as your best friend kind of a thing? You'd have to learn their
Yeah.
language. I feel like that'd be pretty tough.
Somehow everybody knows what he's saying.
I don't get it. How do they know his language? Okay. There's not much I can complain about with the newer Star Wars movies. Okay, there's a bunch I can complain about, but like just as a standard movie, I'm like, okay, these are good,
Mm-hmm.
But how the hell does Ren know the Wookiee language? She was taken to this planet at a young age, raised there. Where did she learn to speak Wookiee? Come on, man. Come on.
Osmosis. I don't know.
Through her Jedi power, she knows the Wookiee language.
That's possible.
Let's no.
There's probably a whole thing on this. They can probably get into the mind in some way and translate it. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, okay. So we got Palicos,
Wookiee would be sweet.
Wookiees. I'm okay. Strictly video games.
Strictly video games. That's right.
What do we got?
Well, they had Wookiees in the Star Wars video games.
You should get a Tonberry.
What is that?
Remember in Final Fantasy those little cloaked dudes that just held a little lantern and a knife?
Oh.
They just
Oh,
sneak up on
yeah.
you and literally one-shot you when they get to you.
I don't know about those.
No, those are terrifying.
Damn.
There's so many options.
I don't know. Pikachu is so strong.
Pikachu is strong. Okay. So Pikachu, just in general.
Yeah.
What is that your favorite Pokemon?
I don't know. If everyone might be Nosepass.
Just because of how ridiculous it is? Yeah. Porygon, Nosepass. Like, just like, what is that thing? I think the new one that's like literal garbage.
That one's funny.
It's like, what is it called? It's like rubbish and then like
Yeah, rubbish or trubbish.
trubbish and then garbage. Just
Something like
garbage. It's just like, who the fuck made this Pokemon? This is messed up. And there's the one that's like a little sandcastle and then it becomes a bigger sandcastle. There's one that's one scoop of ice cream in a cone. And he evolves into 2 scoops of ice cream in a cone. Sort of like Magnemite.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it becomes
Turns into
3 of them at once.
Magneton or Magnetron. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. It's Magnemite, Magnetite, and then Magnetron or whatever the hell it is. It's 1. It becomes 3.
Yep.
It's like, how did you evolve into 3 of yourself? You just got 2 of your buddies to hang out next to you and say, we're stronger now.
Also Chandelure.
Chandelure.
It's just a chandelier.
Yeah. I feel like Pokemon's gotten pretty lazy.
Yeah,
I mean, granted, there's like 900 of them or something.
there's a lot.
So like, granted, whatever, fine. You can have some stuff based in real life. And all the flying type Pokemon are almost always like real ass birds.
Yeah. Even Zapdos. No, not. That's like
Articuno,
Big Bird.
Zapdos, Doug Trio.
Yeah, that's essentially a weird ostrich or emu thing with 3 heads.
No, not Doug. Doug Trio's
sorry,
the little
What the fuck?
Diglett's the
What was
one.
I thinking of?
Diglett's the one thumb sticking out.
What's
of the
the
ground.
bird with three heads? Or 2
Oh,
heads?
you're thinking of the one that has like it's like a kiwi almost, but with like
Yeah. It's something to do with ostrich. It has like a play on words with ostrich.
yeah.
Fuck.
So there's Articuno, Zapdos. What's the other? Moltres. That's right.
Yeah, Moltres.
It's uno, dos, tres.
Yeah.
Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres. For those that don't
Wow.
know, in Spanish, that's 1, 2, and 3. So
Wow.
who knows if that was intentional or not? Probably was.
That's pretty good if it's not.
Yeah, it's just a weird coincidence. We happen to name our 3 legendary birds based
1, 2,
on the
3.
numbers 1, 2, and 3 in Spanish.
That had to have been on purpose.
It had to have been. What is that bird's name now? I can't. You're gonna bother me.
Doduo. There we go.
Doduo. That's
That's it.
right. And then Do Trio. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Doug Trio is the 3 thumbs sticking out of the ground with noses and eyes. Which I don't
Yes.
know if you've seen their new super evolution in the like new island version.
Mm-mm.
They just have fantastic hair. That's literally it. It's just Doug Trio with fantastic hair. Like flowing blonde locks.
Of
Like,
course it is. Why wouldn't you do that?
It's beautiful. Yeah,
Uh,
don't get it. It's fantastic.
Okay. Yeah, I won't. Well, that did all right.
Yeah. What
I
are we
think.
doing on time? You think we're good?
I think we are.
All right.
I think it's a decent episode.
Did you have any salt you wanted to let out of the mines this week?
Not really, other than that it was just butt fuck hot.
It was butt fuck hot. I mean, I don't even know if it's just saltiness from sweat at that point. It's not even
Yeah, like literal salt
that's
going into everything.
it is no fun.
No.
And tomorrow's going to be just as fun for us all. It's finally getting cool in the house. It's caught up with the AC.
Yep. And for those of you hearing this, the tomorrow we're speaking of is the weekend, Saturday.
Yeah. So
That has
good
been
luck.
predicted to be death.
Good luck to everyone in the Southern California area. Good luck to everyone around the country that's in this heat
Mhm.
wave.
And hopefully when you're hearing this, it's not the last time you ever hear our voices because we're
Dead from heat
burned
exhaustion, from
Yeah.
stroke. You know, for all of you with pets, bring them inside. Don't let them stay outside.
yeah, and
Give them a nice
unfortunately-
big ice cube to lick on.
Unfortunately, just run that air if you can. I know
Yeah,
it costs a lot, but
it's for your health at this point.
yeah.
Really, it is. Well, now we've gone into morbid territory.
Yeah, well, go ahead and follow us
yeah,
if you want to hear more.
yeah. So, we have a website, csdcast.com.
We do.
If you need to send us anything really in terms of emails, you can email us at Tony.
Email
Whoa!
at csdcast.com. It's never been easier.
It's that simple, everybody.
The word email is in the email.
Email at what's our name?
csdcast.com.
.com. There we go.
Done. Bam.
And look, csdcast.com. So if you want to email us, just think of our website again, csdcast.com.
Yep, just put an at in
and
front of it and put
Email at,
email. Done.
and bam! Look at that. You already know our stuff.
Yeah,
Very
social
heavily.
media everywhere. It's pretty much all at csdcast.
Yeah, basically, if you search CSDcast, you'll
You'll find
probably find us eventually. I mean, we're still not the most popular podcast yet.
But we can be with your help.
Yeah.
So that's our self-promotion.
Yeah, we could have done. At least we're not sponsored by Squarespace
Yeah.
and have promotion codes and all this stuff for the next 30 minutes. But seriously, Squarespace, if you want
Yeah, we don't
to
mind.
promote us, I mean,
In
you
fact,
can.
we could use your platform even.
Dollar Shave Club, MeUndies, all those typical ones. Come on, throw us some
You hear us
money
out there? We will get the viewers for
We'll
you.
even do the weird ones. I'll take the
Extends.
there was a okay. Adult diapers is a little hard to promote with video games, I feel like.
I feel like we probably shouldn't say too many brand names without actually being. Although this is free advertising for them, so maybe they wouldn't
It's
care.
not even advertising.
That's right. We're just saying.
We're
names.
saying the word depends. Like, it's not. I mean, granted, we mentioned adult diapers, so
True.
if you're looking for adult diapers, that is one of the options to all those
Use
out there
our promo
wondering.
code right now.
Yeah, our promo code of we don't have one.
All right, before this goes way off the rails, that is all the salt we have for today
And this week, in fact.
and this week. Yeah.
Thanks for
Yeah,
joining
doozy.
us, everybody. We'll see you next week.
See ya.